Hey there, Marvel fans! Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of Marvel Comics. Today, we're unraveling the enigma of one of Daredevil's most mysterious and chilling adversaries, Muse. Have you ever come across a character who sends shivers down your spine, not because of their superpowers, but because of the sheer unpredictability and darkness they bring? Muse is that character. An artist in the darkest sense, his canvases are the streets of Hell's Kitchen, and his masterpieces are anything but ordinary. So who is Muse? What's his story? And what makes him stand out in a universe filled with gods, monsters, and heroes in high-tech suits? Stick around as we peel back the layers of this cryptic villain. We'll explore his origins, his twisted philosophy on art and chaos, and the impact he's had on our favorite horn-headed hero, Daredevil. Let's dive right in. Muse first burst onto the scene in Daredevil Vol. 5 No. 11 back in 2016. Crafted by the creative minds of writer Charles Soule and artist Ron Garney, Muse immediately left an indelible mark on readers and characters alike. What's truly fascinating about Muse is the shroud of mystery that envelops him. Unlike many characters in the Marvel Universe, we don't know his real name, his family background, or even what led him down his dark path. He's a blank canvas, no pun intended. Emerging from the shadows of Hell's Kitchen, Muse doesn't follow the typical villain origin story. There's no chemical accident, no cosmic radiation, no tragic loss that we know of. Instead, he seems to exist purely to express his unique and terrifying brand of artistry. While societal conditions in the Marvel Universe, like the aftermath of the Inhuman Terrigen Mist outbreaks, might have indirectly influenced him, there's no concrete backstory tying him to these events. This lack of information makes him all the more unsettling. It's as if he appeared out of nowhere, driven by an insatiable need to create. Early on, we catch glimpses of his obsession with art in the most unexpected and gruesome ways. His masterpieces begin appearing around the city, murals and installations that are as horrifying as they are captivating. Imagine strolling through the streets and stumbling upon a sculpture made from, well, we'd rather not spoil it just yet. This enigmatic origin sets Muse apart from many other villains. Without a clear past, he's unpredictable. His actions aren't fueled by revenge or a desire for power, but by something far more abstract and perhaps more dangerous, a warped sense of artistic purpose. So who is Muse beyond the mystery? Visually, he's a figure that commands attention, and not in a comforting way. Muse is often depicted wearing dark, tattered clothing that allows him to blend seamlessly into the shadows of Hell's Kitchen. But the most striking feature? His mask. Muse dons a simple, haunting white mask with hollow eyes and a stitched mouth. This blank facade is oddly fitting for a character whose true identity is unknown. It adds an extra layer of creepiness, making us question what's really hiding beneath. Personality-wise, Muse is a complex tapestry of madness and brilliance. He's methodical yet unhinged, a paradox of chaos and precision. Muse operates on a philosophy that art should provoke, challenge, and even disturb. In his mind, boundaries are meant to be obliterated. His mental state is, to put it mildly, unstable. But unlike other villains who might be driven by a psychotic break or delusions, Muse appears fully aware of his actions. He believes that true art requires sacrifice, and he's more than willing to provide it, no matter the cost to others. What truly sets Muse apart is his motivation. He's not after wealth, power, or domination. Instead, he's driven by a pure, albeit twisted, passion for creation. This makes him incredibly dangerous because he can't be bargained with or deterred by traditional means. Stopping him requires understanding him, a task easier said than done. Let's talk about what makes Muse a formidable foe. While he doesn't possess superhuman abilities like flight or super strength, don't let that fool you. Muse is exceptionally agile and boasts impressive combat skills. He's quick on his feet and can hold his own against some of the toughest street-level heroes. One of Muse's standout abilities is his stealth. He moves through Hell's Kitchen like a ghost, often evading detection by both heroes and law enforcement. It's almost as if he becomes one with the city's underbelly, popping up when least expected. Muse is also incredibly resourceful. His artistic talents aren't limited to traditional mediums. He utilizes whatever or whoever is available to bring his visions to life. This creative adaptability makes him unpredictable and challenging to counter. Despite his skills, Muse does have limitations. He isn't invulnerable. Without superhuman durability, he can be injured or subdued with enough effort. Additionally, his obsession with his art can be a weakness. When he's engrossed in creating a masterpiece, he might overlook certain vulnerabilities, providing a window of opportunity for those trying to stop him. Time to delve into some of Muse's most impactful moments. Muse's chilling debut occurs in the pages of Daredevil, where a series of grisly murders sends shockwaves through New York City. Each crime scene doubles as a macabre art installation, leaving both the public and authorities horrified yet morbidly intrigued. In the dark art storyline, Muse escalates his activities, capturing the attention of none other than Daredevil himself. At this time, Matt Murdock is juggling his duties as an assistant district attorney and his nighttime vigilante activities. Muse's crimes strike a personal chord with him, challenging both his legal and moral convictions. One of the most harrowing moments is when Muse kidnaps Blindspot, Daredevil's young protege. Blindspot, whose real name is Samuel Chung, becomes a pawn in Muse's twisted game. Muse forces him to witness his creative process, pushing Blindspot to his physical and emotional limits. The tension reaches new heights when Muse turns his attention to the Inhumans. He creates a massive mural using the blood of unsuspecting Inhuman victims, a horrifying act that doesn't go unnoticed. This atrocity draws in characters like Reader, an Inhuman with the ability to make whatever he reads become reality, and even prompts involvement from the royal family. As the story unfolds, Muse continuously outsmarts those who pursue him. His intimate knowledge of the city's layout, combined with his cunning tactics, makes him an elusive target. The heroes are constantly playing catch-up, frustrated by his ability to stay one step ahead. The climax of this arc is both epic and tragic. Daredevil and Blindspot confront Muse in a desperate attempt to bring his reign of terror to an end. In the ensuing battle, Muse blinds Blindspot, a brutal act that has lasting consequences for the young hero. This moment is not just physically devastating, but also emotionally shattering, affecting Blindspot's future and Daredevil's sense of responsibility. This storyline doesn't just showcase Muse's brutality. It highlights the profound impact he has on those around him. His actions force characters to make tough decisions, question their morals, and confront their own vulnerabilities. Muse's relationships within the Marvel Universe are as complex as his psyche. Starting with Daredevil, their dynamic is a captivating dance of opposing philosophies. Daredevil represents order, justice, and the rule of law, even when operating outside it. Muse, on the other hand, embodies chaos, anarchy, and a disregard for societal norms. Their encounters are charged with tension, both physical and ideological. Muse challenges Daredevil not just to stop him, but to understand him. He taunts the hero, pushing him to question the effectiveness of his methods and the true meaning of justice. This psychological warfare adds depth to their confrontations, making each encounter more than just a typical hero versus villain clash. Beyond Daredevil, Muse's actions draw the attention of the Inhumans. His heinous crimes against their people provoke a strong response, leading to interactions with characters like Reader and even Medusa, the Inhuman Queen. These encounters highlight the broader implications of Muse's actions within the Marvel Universe. Interestingly, Muse doesn't form alliances with other villains. He's a lone operator, uninterested in team-ups or shared goals. His focus remains solely on his art, which makes him unpredictable and difficult to track. Other heroes and even law enforcement officials perceive Muse with a mix of fear, disgust, and bewilderment. His lack of clear motives and his brutal methods unsettle even the most seasoned individuals. This widespread reaction underscores the unique threat he poses. Time to put on our analytical hats. Muse isn't just a villain. He's a walking, talking exploration of deeper themes within the Marvel Universe. At the forefront is the idea of art as a weapon. Muse uses his creations to make bold, often horrifying statements about society, perception, and the value of life. His actions force characters and readers to grapple with complex questions. What is the line between art and atrocity? Can expression ever justify harm? Muse doesn't just commit crimes. He turns them into spectacles that challenge societal norms and provoke intense emotional responses. Another significant theme is the blurring of moral boundaries. Muse's extreme actions push heroes to their limits, sometimes forcing them to consider crossing lines they swore they wouldn't. This internal conflict adds depth to the narrative, highlighting the challenges heroes face when confronted with unprecedented evil. Muse also serves as a commentary on the potential dangers of unchecked creativity. While art is generally celebrated, Muse represents what can happen when artistic expression is removed from moral and ethical constraints. Muse's influence extends beyond his immediate victims. His crimes send ripples throughout Hell's Kitchen and the greater New York City area. For the general public, Muse's actions instill a deep-seated fear. The gruesome nature of his art leaves people feeling vulnerable in their own city. Questions arise about safety, the effectiveness of heroes, and whether anyone can truly protect them from such unpredictable threats. For Daredevil, Muse represents a profound personal failure. Unable to anticipate or prevent the horrors Muse inflicts, Daredevil grapples with guilt and self-doubt. This internal struggle affects his actions moving forward, influencing his decisions and interactions with others. Muse's impact isn't limited to Daredevil. Characters like Blindspot face life-altering consequences due to their encounters with him. Blindspot's blinding has lasting effects on his role as a hero and his relationship with Daredevil. Muse's reign of terror also sparks debates about vigilantism. Do heroes provoke more dangerous criminals? Are their methods effective, or do they simply escalate the cycle of violence? These questions add layers to the narrative, prompting both characters and readers to reflect. Let's step outside the comic panels and take a look at how Muse came to be. Muse was created by Charles Soule, a writer known for his intricate storytelling, and Ron Garney, an artist celebrated for his dynamic and gritty art style. Together, they sought to introduce a new kind of adversary for Daredevil, one who would test him in ways no other villain had. The inspiration for Muse stemmed from contemporary discussions about art, censorship, and the extremes of creative expression. Soule and Garney wanted to explore what happens when artistic passion goes unchecked by morality. Garney's design for Muse was intentionally simple yet haunting. The white mask serves as a blank canvas, symbolizing the unknown and the potential for anything, a fitting representation for a character driven by creation. Critics and fans alike praised Muse's introduction. He was seen as a fresh and intriguing addition to Daredevil's rogues gallery, offering new challenges and thought-provoking storylines. What's on the horizon for this enigmatic villain? While Muse hasn't been a central figure in recent storylines, the Marvel Universe is vast and full of possibilities. Given his mysterious nature and the lasting impact he's had, it's entirely possible that Muse could make a dramatic return. Whether it's to settle scores, present new twisted art installations, or challenge another hero, the door is open. Fans have speculated about potential crossovers, imagining how Muse's philosophies might clash with other characters like Spider-Man or even the Punisher. Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, Muse's story feels far from over. And there you have it, folks. Muse is more than just another name on the list of Marvel villains. He's a complex, unsettling figure who forces both heroes and readers to confront challenging questions about art, morality, and the nature of evil. His lack of a defined origin and his unpredictable motives make him a captivating character. Muse shakes things up, pushing boundaries in a universe where even the extraordinary can become routine. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the twisted world of Muse. What are your thoughts on this enigmatic artist? Does his philosophy intrigue you, or do his actions make your skin crawl? Either way, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Marvel content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the incredible worlds within those comic book pages. Excelsior!